to display our plants. And this one is nice. This is your outdoor solar floor lamp plant stand. It is $65.99. Your 4 easy payments here, $16.50. And yes, it comes in reduced shipping and handling, which is nice. M99188, that's the item number. This one here is your oil rub bronze. We love that. Next, we have your black. And then lastly, we have it there in the white. We had a couple of other colors. We don't have those anymore. Those are gone. So we're down to our final 3 and this one. It's nice, Jordan, because I think of when we're outdoors, we've talked about this before. Everything is pretty much on one level, right? And low to the ground planters. And we go, well, I wish there was another way for me to kind of display some of my plants. So not only do you give us another way to display the plants or the flowers, but then you give us a lighting option in this gorgeous little lamp. I love that.
Yeah, this is such a unique piece, and I just think it's so cool because you have your solar panel at the top. And so we keep talking about lighting, that ambient lighting for your outdoor space. You do have that solar panel up there, and that's going to give you the illumination at the top. Now, we see all that laser cut through there, Monisa? That is going to illuminate onto your outdoor space, which is absolutely stunning. But this is the perfect way to elevate your plants on 2 different tiers. So this is metal construction, so it's outdoor safe, fade, rust, and weather resistant, but it's also just one of those beautiful artsy pieces as well.
Look at that.
So we're seeing right there, look at that. It's absolutely breathtaking and stands at about 50 inches in height. So this is not a small piece. This is a large but very elevated and elegant piece.
Yeah, it's good size in it. And you're saving $19 off of that QVC price. But imagine this, being outdoors on your patio or deck space, the illumination coming through with that light and then that gorgeous pattern reflecting back off of the surface. That's what we're talking about. And then it highlights the plants as well, right? So if you have a plant on each tier, it's going to really highlight those plants. So whether it's just an herb plant, it might be your basil. Hello, that's fine. It could be your thyme or something like that, or it could just be a beautiful flower that you put there. Just a really pretty way to add some extra light to our outdoor space. We like to spend time outside, and it can get a little dark, especially, you know, depending on where you live. Out here where we live, it gets very dark outside. So always trying to think of really fun and unique ways to add a little light to your outdoor space, because you're going to be outside in the summertime, right? You want to be outside and you want to be able to enjoy that space. So it's nice to have something like this, Jordan.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, when we talk about decorating for our outdoor space, you know, one of our sister brands with Garden Reflections is Home Reflections.
Yes.
And so Carrie Laughlin, you've seen her before many times. She always talks about, and designers say, where there's light, there's life.
Yes.
And so when you're adding all of this outdoor light into your space, you're really creating an extension to your home, giving life to your outdoor space. And what that's doing is it's welcoming your guests outside and not just keeping them indoors, especially during the summer and spring months.
I remember when I had my housewarming a couple of years ago, and I had just got like all of my patio furniture and deck furniture and all of that. And we had everybody over, and we really didn't have a lot of light out there. But everybody gravitated to wanting to be outside. You know what I mean? And so we're trying to kind of make do and bring stuff out there so that it's a little bit brighter, because we're basically sitting in the dark talking to people, but the weather was beautiful. So it was a perfect night to be outside, but it was just dark. And so I think, you know, we always think about it when it's too late, meaning when you've already had people over and all of that. This is your opportunity now to go, you know what? I do have that 4th of July party coming up. My outdoor space could use a little bit more light. So this is why you buy these gorgeous lanterns, these plant stands, all of the things that have illumination to them, because it really, really does make a difference in the lighting in your outdoor space. So let's go through these 3 colors. You're looking at it in the white. And the reason we're showing it to you in the white with the lights down is so you can see all of that gorgeous design in that metal work, which again, rust proof, fade resistant, weather resistant. You can leave this outside. We also have the black. That's been very popular. And then we also have that oil rub bronze. We can bring the lights back up. Your oil rub bronze so you can see the darker colors. But imagine on your deck, on your patio, just adding that extra little bit of space because we're gonna be outdoors and we don't wanna be in the dark when we're outdoors, Jordan. So really nice.
It's so true. And I love that you mentioned that. We always think about this after we
It's
have
true.
our
We go,
friends and
oh.
our family over, and we're like, right? We could have had
We were
more
literally
lights
sitting outside
outdoors
in the
and
dark.
people would have
I mean, literally, and people
Yes.
loved it. Everybody was very nice. I was like, you guys don't want to go inside where we can kind of see? And they were like, no. And I felt bad. I was like, okay, well, let's just stay outside. The weather is beautiful, but it was dark. Yeah.
Yes, it was dark, and you thought about it after the fact. So, you know, I would say get a jump start on it. You know you're having people over. You
That's
know
right.
people are going to come over during the summer months. Get your ambient light for your outdoor space early, and don't think about it after the fact and say, oh, that was in my cart. I should have actually just
Especially when it's on a clearance. I said this at the top of the hour. We have a lot of our garden things up to 60% off on clearance right now. So now is your opportunity to grab these beautiful pieces to really just elevate that outdoor space. So once again, you can shop for this in white. You can shop for it in the black and in the oil rub bronze. $16.50 is your easy pay for this one. It's M99188 for your outdoor solar floor lamp plant stand. Now go to QVC.com. If you click on items recently on air and then click the drop down to QVC2, you can shop our entire show. We have some really fun things on there, like that little birdhouse. Get the birdhouse. The birdhouse was $15.98. It came in 2 really fun colors. Yeah, the birdhouse was the winner. Miss Jordan Carson, it was great to spend this hour with you.
It is always great to spend an hour with you, Monifa. You're just such a bright light.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You take care now. You can follow